All right, good morning, everybody. Oh. All right. You're going to be seated. I'll just take a few minutes, probably. While I'm waiting for you to be seated, we're going to go ahead and kind of jump right into it. We've been working with the sermon first. I would encourage you, just like this week, stay tuned to where we will meet next week. I was planning on being back at Rust Belt, but one member of our staff was adamant that we be outdoors again. And she loves rhinos, just in case you were guessing who it was. But we did feel like last week, being in our yard, that many of you just seemed to feel better. You kind of thought it was just less like being in a container. So here we are. So again, hang loose, read your emails, look at Facebook, call somebody that's in the know, and we'll see where we're at next week. But today I'm going to just take a few minutes. I really thought going into this Sunday that it would be easy. It's Pentecost Sunday. We're just going to do a Pentecostal message. We're going to invite the Holy Spirit to come, and I can just get out of the way. And hopefully we'll do that eventually. But with all the stuff going on that has been around us, it would seem insincere to ignore some of it. And I think Pentecost speaks to some of this. I think for us as a church, we have to begin to realize, I think the challenge, the question for all of us is, do you realize that we have the hope of the world innocent among us? This is who we are. That's what we have. But I think at times we forget that, and we get consumed with all the stuff that goes on around us. And people are looking for hope, and we kind of join in the chorus and say, yeah, we're looking for hope. And, you have a T-shirt on that says, I found hope. Or you're driving around in a car with a bumper sticker, and it's like, oh, yeah, I found hope. And it's up to us to begin to give that hope away. Another thing is, a couple Sundays ago, I talked about the word apocalypse. I've fallen in love with this word. And in the English dictionary, it kind of talks about, the end of the world. The end of the world, the way the Bible sees it, the end of the world. But the word means the unveiling, the opening up, that allowing us to see things. If you think about the book of Revelation, it's allowing us to see into heaven, allowing us to see things that God sees. The book of Daniel, it opens things up. There's a revealing. Jesus said, I came to reveal the Father. The Father reveals me, I reveal him. There's an unveiling that goes on. And so I look at some of this that's going on right now and think that God is peeling back maybe our comfort blanket and saying, there's something that needs to be dealt with here. There's something here much stronger. We like to think, it's like in any relationship, if I can feel like if I had an argument with my wife and she later on just seems to treat me normal, I'm thinking, okay, we're over. I don't have to bring it up again. It will come back up. And we have a tendency to think about, hey, we've had no incidents for a while. I think we're good. And God peels it back and says, not really. Not really. There's some work to be done here. So I'm going to look at the very beginning of things, and then we'll wrap up with some stuff around the book of Acts. So I'm just read a few verses. In Genesis 1:27, it says this: so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, him, male and female, he created them. This is the beginning part of everything we deal with in humanity. So many of us, we can look up and forget that we were made in God's image, but all our brothers and sisters were made in his image. Sometimes I think we slip into think that, Adam looked just like me. He was short, balding, and European. And he wasn't. If anything, he was a brownish-colored fellow. But I think each of us, no matter what the color of our skin, no matter what ethnicity, if we could look into Adam and Eve, we would see ourselves, because that's where we came from. And if we saw ourselves in there, we would see the very image of God there. And we would be